Taiwan's total fertility rate reached a record low of 0.69 last year, according to local media outlets, with projections indicating its population could halve by 2065, 5 years earlier than the previous estimate of 2070.
지난해 대만의 합계 출산율이 사상 최저인 0.69명으로 집계됐다고 현지 언론이 보도했습니다. 이런 추세가 이어지면 2065년에 대만 인구가 지금의 절반 수준으로 줄어든다는 관측도 나왔는데 이는 종전 예측치인 2070년보다 5년 앞당겨진 것입니다. Okay, so could you put this into perspective for us? Is this what's Korea's total fertility rate?
Yeah. So I did a quick search on the internet, and it looks like it's lower than Korea's because we always hear Korea's the population is declining at the fastest rate. So Korea's total fertility rate, or TFR, it actually rose slightly compared to previous years to about 0.8. And Taiwan, it declined to 0.695 last year. And they're saying that the population is declining, or the decline is accelerating faster than expected. So according to Taiwan's Ministry of the Interior, its total fertility rate, which is actually the average number of children that a woman is expected to have in her lifetime,
Right.
it's well below government projections, with the population now expected to have by 2065. And the sharp decline comes as both births and marriages have hit historic lows, while the average age of first marriage and childbirth continues to rise. So officials are warning that the demographic shift will significantly age the population, with those aged 45 to 64 projected to account for more than 60% of the population by the year 2070. And experts say that financial incentives alone are unlikely to reverse the trend without broader social changes to support family formation. I've been saying this for a long time. Giving incentives, giving money to couples having babies is not going to help.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. Just, as you also having two kids, just receiving money, it's nice, but it's not going to make me think, I want to have another child.
Right, exactly. 자, 합계 출산율, 여성이 평생 동안 낳을 아기의 그 수치죠. 근데 데이터이기 때문에 이렇게 0.69명 이런 식으로 0.8명 이렇게 하는데 실제로 우리가 0.69명을 낳을 수 없지만 이제 데이터라서 그렇습니다. 우리나라는 작년에 좀 올라서요. 0.8이에요. 그래도 여전히 굉장히 낮거든요. 1 이하라는 것 자체가 한 명이 안 된다는 얘기니까.
Yeah, it has to be above 2. I think the 2.1 is the replacement level.
그렇죠. 그래서 현재의 인구를 그대로 대체할 수 있는 레벨들이 이렇게 다 있는데 우리나라도 굉장히 낮지만 더 낮은 대만입니다. 그래서 0.69명으로 작년에 집계가 됐다라는 얘기고요. 이대로 가다가는 2065년이면은 현재 인구의 절반 수준이 될 것이다. 이런 경고가 나옵니다. Alright, let's have a look at indicate.
Yes, indicate. So it's a verb. It means to show, point out, suggest, or signal something.
보여준다라는 뜻이에요. 그래서 뭘 나타내는 거, 보여주는 거. 여기서는 데이터가 뭘 보여줍니다라는 뜻이 되겠죠. 그래서 대만에서는 여성이 가임 기간 중에 평생 동안 낳을 자녀의 수가 0.69명이라는 이 데이터는 뭘 보여주느냐? 앞으로 인구가 굉장히 많이 줄 거라는 것을 보여주죠. 우리 운전할 때 내가 오른쪽으로 갈 거다라는 거를 보여주기 위해서 깜빡이를 우리가 그 방향 지시등을 쓰는데 영어로 이거를 indicator라고 합니다.
Yes.
블링커라고도 하는데요. 깜빡깜빡거려서.
I was thinking, what do we call that?
원래는 이제 indicator, 방향 지시등, 알려주는 거예요. 보여주는 거. 자, 그 다음에 previous estimate.
Previous estimate. So it's an earlier approximate calculation or judgment regarding the size, cost, or maybe value of something, and that's made before current data is available.
이전 추정치를 previous estimate. 다시 읽어볼까요? Taiwan's total fertility rate reached a record low of 0.69 last year, according to local media outlets, with projections indicating its population could halve by 2065, 5 years earlier than the previous estimate of 2070. Let's move on to the next headline.
The UK government is considering charging international tourists to access permanent collections at national museums and galleries, which have been free to all visitors since 2001 as part of a plan to boost arts funding.
영국 정부는 예술계 재정 지원 체계 하나로 2001년부터 유지해온 국립박물관과 미술관의 무료 입장 정책을 앞으로 외국인 관광객에 한해 폐지하는 방안을 검토 중인 것으로 알려졌습니다. So, if you're not a British resident, a UK resident, you may have to pay to go to these museums that currently are free. Tell us more.
Yeah, so that's right. You might have to, so international tourists
Right.
might have to pay to access these permanent collections at the national museums. And as we mentioned, it's part of efforts to boost arts funding in the UK. So this proposal emerged in the government's response to a review of Arts Council England, which highlighted the need for long-term financial support for the arts sector. While entry to national museums has been free since 2001, officials are also exploring alternatives such as a tourist hotel levy, which I think we also talked about before,
Yeah.
which has broader public support. Critics warn that charging visitors could undermine access in tourism. They argue that a levy would be a more sustainable option.
호텔 레비라는 게 그러니까 호텔에다가 그 추가 비용을 더한다는 거죠.
Yeah.
그래서 지금 얘기하고 있는 박물관이나 미술관의 비용을 부과하는 것보다는 어차피 시에서 돈이 필요하면 이렇게 받으나 저렇게 받으나 뭐 마찬가지니까 차라리 숙박료를 올려라라는 제안도 지금 나오고 있는 겁니다.
Kind of like a little tourist tax.
Exactly.
Right. So the government is saying that they are going to review all proposals as they're seeking to strengthen funding and improve access and support creative industries nationwide.
All right, let's have a look at charge someone.
Yeah, charging. So charge someone. So it's asking for an amount of money for something, especially for a service or activity.
여기서 말하는 건 요금을 부과한다라는 뜻이 되겠고요. And to boost arts funding.
Yeah. So to boost something means to raise the force or the power or the amount of something. And funding would be the process of providing financial resources, typically money by organizations or governments for a specific purpose, project, or enterprise.
그렇죠. 자, arts라는 거 S가 붙었을 때는요. 예술이에요. 그냥 art 하면은 미술이겠지만 이 여러 가지 형태의 arts가 있기 때문에 그거를 포괄적으로 arts. 그렇다면은 예술 funding, 지원 자금을 boost, 늘린다. 자, 이거 유념하면서 다시 들어볼까요? The UK government is considering charging international tourists to access permanent collections at national museums and galleries, which have been free to all visitors since 2001 as part of a plan to boost arts funding. Now let's move on to the final headline.
Research suggests that racket sports like tennis and badminton are more strongly linked to increased life expectancy than activities such as cycling, swimming, or running.
최근 연구 결과 기대 수명을 늘리는 문제에 있어 테니스와 배드민턴 같은 라켓 스포츠가 자전거, 수영, 달리기 같은 운동보다 더 큰 연관성을 보이는 것으로 나타났습니다. Okay, this is interesting. Tell us more.
Yeah, so they're saying that racket sports, so sports that make you use your racket, like tennis and badminton, they're linked to I guess, more gains in life expectancy. So this is according to long-term studies.
By how much though?
By as much as 10 years, they say.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is according to research that was published in the Mayo Clinic Proceedings. They found that participants lived up to nearly 10 years longer than non-exercisers. And they also outperformed activities like cycling, swimming, and running, which are all really, popular and sports that are considered to be really good for your health. Another study that was conducted or that was published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine reported that tennis players had a 47% lower risk of death, significantly higher than other forms of exercise. And experts say that the benefits stem from high-intensity, full-body movements that boost cardiovascular fitness, balance, and coordination. And the sports also engage the brain and encourage social interactions because you can't play tennis by yourself. And although research note that the findings show correlation rather than direct causation, it's probably better, than not doing anything at all.
Yeah, exactly. 자, 일단 결론부터 말하자면은 there's a correlation, 연관성이 있는 것으로 나타난 연구 결과입니다. 물론 direct causal relation, 인과관계라고 말할 수는 없지만 이렇게 쉽게 그렇게 정의를 내리기는 힘들지만 적어도 연관성은 있다. 자, 어떤 연관성이냐. 8,000명 이상의 성인을 대상으로 운동을 하는 사람과 안 하는 사람들의 수명 기대치를 예상 수명을 봤더니요. 운동을 안 하는 사람에 비해서 테니스를 하는 사람들은 9.7년, 거의 10년 이상 더 살 것으로 이렇게 예상이 되고 배드민턴은 6.2년, 그러니까 한 6년. 사이클링을 하는 사람들은 운동 안 하는 사람들에 비해서 거의 4년 정도 더 살 것으로 예상이 되고요. 수영도 비슷합니다. 3.4 그리고 달리기는 3.2 이렇게 나왔어요. 그래서 한 3년 이상씩은 기대 수명이 더 길기는 해요.
Yeah.
하지만 테니스만큼은 아니네요.
I was thinking it might have been the social factor that played more of an influence because you have to play with someone else.
Yeah, and that really
And
does help.
as you grow older, I feel like that's really important.
그래요. 자, 이렇게 연구 결과 나올 때 종종 쓰는 동사가 This study suggests blah blah blah거든요.
Yeah.
볼까요?
So this has a lot of different meanings, but when you suggest something, it means you can either put forward an idea or maybe a possibility for consideration, or it means to hint at something indirectly.
왜냐면은 연구 결과가 이렇게 나왔다고 해서 100%라고 할 수는 없잖아요.
Yes.
그러니까 그걸 시사한다, 암시한다라는 의미의 동사 suggest를 많이 씁니다. 연구 결과에 관해서. This research suggests, this study suggests 이런 식으로요.
Yeah.
그 다음에 increased life expectancy.
Increased life expectancy. So this is the rise in the average number of years a person or population is expected to live, driven by improved healthcare, nutrition, and reduced mortality rates.
네, increased는 이제 뭔가가 증가가 된 것일 텐데 life expectancy니까요. 기대 수명의 증가라고 보면 되겠네요. 다시 읽어보겠습니다. Research suggests that racket sports like tennis and badminton are more strongly linked to increased life expectancy than activities such as cycling, swimming, or running. Well, that's it for the headlines this morning with Karen Choi.